Because I know for sure that when you're scrolling on social media, you see other 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, and even 60 years old living a better lifestyle than you. And I don't mean money. I'm talking health. I'm talking mood. I'm talking energy. I'm talking excitement, feeling alive. And you're wondering why you currently, whether you're 30, 40, 50, or 60, why currently your life is on a decline, downhill. And that's because life just happens, but then also it's lack of structure, and also thinking that you're still the same young kid you was before, and thinking genetics are gonna save you. Genetics might save you up to 20, 25. After that, it's structure, protocols, systems that will carry you for the rest of your life until your last day on this earth. And what is the difference between the guys that you're seeing, same age as you, and you? Once again, he was relying on your genetics, and they just play a little role. But guess what? You thought you could eat all the cakes and all the burgers and all the donuts like you used to do when you was 20, and thinking that you could carry on with that type of lifestyle. Because back in the days, you'd have all these stupid ass foods and you'd still see your abs, or you'd still see a flat belly. Whereas now, you can't do it. You're stuck. You're either skinny fat or too overweight or whatever. Your hormones have changed, man, and you're not really optimizing your hormones, and that's your main problem. Another problem, your sleep. Back in the days, I know for sure that you could sleep 2 hours and you still feel like a monster. So another thing, you're not sleeping properly. Yeah, so all these things are making you age way faster. Back in the days, you could stay 1 month without working out, but now you can't. And it's making you even more tired than actually working out. You need it. Right? So these are the little things that making you perform like your life is almost ending. Right? And it's lack of structure. Maybe if you start sleeping 7 to 8 hours, life could be better. Maybe if you start eating the right foods, life becomes better too. Do you get me? So it's all about systems. If you start working out on a regular basis, yeah, you have the appropriate hormonal nutrition that you need, all the nutrients that your body really needs, you're giving it to them. And guess what? Your life would get to a different stage of whatever you want in life. And guess what happens when you're aging faster like this? It affects your relationship, or your whatever you do with women, right? So it's causing them to not be satisfied. Yeah, it's causing you to feel tired. It's causing you to not live life the way you want to live, right? And why is that? Once again, your structure, the way you live, and you think you're that 20 years old kid, you're not anymore, right? So it's causing you to have less energy. How the hell you're already tired at 30 and 40, right? So it's very like you're actually choosing to live life like this, and it doesn't really have to be like that, right? You need to understand, year by year, your testosterone is going to be dropping massively. Every single year is going to be dropping. And if you're not really helping it, then guess what? You're just going to be like those same old guys jumping on TRT, injecting here, injecting there, steroids, blue pills, aka Viagra, when you don't even need that. right? So I'm gonna give you some game on how to reverse, kind of reverse age, feel like a 20 years old again. This is the structure, right? So first of all, you need to have a daily protocol, right? If you want to feel young again, this is how I suggest people, man. You wake up, once you get out of bed, first starting with your sleep. You wake up, you go to sleep, you ensure that you get 7 to 8 hours sleep. That's when most testosterone is produced, right? You wake up, you start your day by spiking your testosterone. You get 20 to 30 reps, push-ups, followed by that, you get some sun in your face. If you're not getting enough sun, jump onto vitamin D3. Then you get a warm shower, followed by a cold shower, ice baths, reduce inflammation, improve blood circulation, right? That's why you have no morning woods anymore. You have no morning wood, you can't please your wife, you have no energy, your arm's almost broken, you got a massive gut, or you're just ruined as a 40 years old, 30 years old, or whatever how old you are, I don't care, right? So followed by cold showers, you're going to have a whole hybrid protocol where you get different type of exercises, body circuit, weightlifting, push, pull, and whatever. And I suggest doing martial arts too. It's good for your mental toughness, and then guess what, you're not going to be sat on the couch the whole day. You're going to get your steps. So you're going to be getting minimum 10k steps. That's how you keep up with the movement. Then you're going to avoid sugary stuff, all these donuts, all these pizzas, all these seed oils and whatever. You're going to replace it with lean beef. Lean beef, if you're vegan, tempeh, whatever, tofu, I don't care. Chicken breast. That's what you're going to be replacing with these things, and then you're not going to be taking Viagra, blue pills, or steroids, or whatever. There's natural things that have been here for over 2000. I'm talking centuries and centuries and centuries. Let me put you on game. So you're going to be taking Tonga Lee, you're going to be taking Chrisine, you're going to be taking horny goat weed, you're going to be taking tribulars, you're going to be taking soul palmetto, you're going to be taking your minerals and whatever, so zinc, magnesium, and don't make the same mistake I used to make buying every single one of them. What is it? You got dragon root. Dragon root has already helped over 10,000 men with these things. So if you're someone that's struggling with performance, sexual performance in general, you jump onto dragon root. You want better blood flow, you want your fella down there to appear bigger and harder and stronger, you jump onto dragon root once again. You feel me? Because dragon root contains every single herb I literally just mentioned. So it's all here. Why waste $500 when you can just save money and still get the highest quality ever? You want to double your testosterone, you jump onto dragon root, because all these herbs together are going to give you a whole peak masculinity, make you reach peak masculinity. So guys, dragon root is the real deal, by F-Cammaris. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So you're gonna be following this whole protocol every single day. You're gonna ensure that you have a specific routine where you could have done better, where you could have done wrong. Do you get me? Water intake 2-3 liters daily, depending on your body weight and etc. But 2-3 liters is that's what probably your body needs too. Do you get me? So all these little things, you get what I'm trying to say? This is like a whole structure and system, this is like the whole structure and systems that you need to reverse age yourself. Because what's the point of being 40 years old and it feels like you're almost dead, of being 30 years old and it feels like you're almost dead? You get me? And then you got the habits, endless scrolling, watching porn. You don't even get real activity anymore. You're there watching corn, beating your meat, ruining your blood circulation, and then you feel depressed, low testosterone, and you're 40, you're 30, and you feel like life is almost ended. These are one of the things that literally ruin your life. all these microplastics. I feel like microplastics are minor, but at your age, it's very important to fix all these little things, you know. So guys, these are the little tips that you can use to reverse age. And if you feel like you're tired at 30, 40, this is the time to flip in, make some changes. You need to feel alive. You need to feel like the man. If you got kids, they need to see a monster in front of them. They gotta be like, yo, my dad is the one. Do you get me? And I'm not really trying to get motivational. This is just real talk, right? So anyways, guys, this video is gonna be a little bit short. I just wanted to give you a little wake-up call on how you can live life in your own terms, you know. But anyways, if you're someone that's tired of living an average lifestyle, you know, you need a masculine rebirth, you can come and peek on my Instagram in one of my posts, or DM me the word peak, and then I can see if you're even the right fit for me to help you, right? And that's legit, man. Subscribe, keep in touch, and without forgetting, Dragon Root, link in bio, if you want to take yourself to the next level.